Hi, this is Jeff coming at you with a syllabus review for pre-calculus, Math 126, sections 4001, 4002. Online, this is a summer course. So my name is Jeff Downs. My email address is jeffrey.downs@wnc.edu. In the summertime, I'm not in the office, so I don't have a phone number for the office listed, so you don't think I'll be there to answer. Anyway, you can reach me at my email address. Prerequisites Math 96 are 3 units of high school mathematics at the level of algebra and above. Course description provides a third course in algebra. Topics include polynomial, rational, and radical equations, absolute value, and quadratic inequalities, relations and functions, linear, quadratic, polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions, their graphs and applications, and systems of equations. Course objectives. Upon completion of this course, successful students should be able to do the following: solve polynomial problems, polynomial, radical, and rational equations, solve absolute value and quadratic inequalities, identify functions and find inverse functions, graph, find slopes and equations of linear functions and use them in models, sketch the graphs of basic functions and transformations of them, graph polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions and use them in models, and solve systems of equations and inequalities not necessarily linear. Transferability within Nevada. This course is designed to apply towards a WC degree and or transfer to other schools within the Nevada system of higher education. Depending on the degree chosen and other courses completed, it may transfer to colleges and universities outside Nevada. For information about how this course can transfer and apply to your program of study, please contact a counselor. Linkage to college mission. Apply mathematical and analytical problem-solving skills through the use of polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions, the application of systems of equations, and the application of matrices. Provide instruction that contributes to a student's ability to think critically and solve problems, to reason mathematically, and apply computational skills. The textbook for the class is Pre-Calculus 2nd edition by Paul Sison, and I'm just going with the book this time. There's the ISBN for it. It's a used book. They're on the 3rd edition, but I like the 2nd edition, and I think it's just great to get to a cheaper book. So you should be able to get it through the bookstore or other places that I'm not going to go into that though. So you need a textbook for the class. Calculator. There are many options for calculators for this class. I have the TI-89, but I tend to use the TI-84 most often. You may use other types of calculators. I'm only familiar with the workings of the TI calculators though. Like my son has the Casio. Not a fan of it, and I've been trained up through the TIs, so I think they work pretty well. Before you purchase the TI-89 or Inspire Cast, though, please talk to me. Some calculus instructors do not allow the use of these tools in their classes. Decimals.com is another very useful tool for graphing, and it's free. There's even an app for your phone. There are other free calculator app options as well. For one version of this class, I've taught the OE1, the open enrollment one. I use a different book online setup for that one, and that one embeds Desmos into a lot of the problems, but in doing regression analysis, which we're not going to do in this class, but it's really, 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 really useful in doing regression analysis. Probably one of the easiest ways I found to do it. Okay, grading scale for the class is pretty standard there. The thing I didn't do is adjust for the 5-point syllabus quiz, but we could probably treat that as we'll see. So discussions, a minimum of 10 postings at 10 points each. Chapter, this is a thing I'm trying now. The Chapter 1 homework / exam 1, I'll get into that in a moment, is 1 at 40 points. And then we have homework for chapters at 40 points. So that'd be chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5. Quizzes 10 at 10 points each. Syllabus quiz 1 at 5 points. And chapters 2 through 5, exams 4 at 100 points, so that's 400 points, so 805. Okay, so here's something we'll see how this works out. Chapter 1 homework / exam. So chapter 1, it covers 1.2 through 1.8, and it's all review. It's all review of what you've seen in algebra. Now, this is not a criticism, but some people aren't up to speed on that. It may have been a while, or maybe that wasn't covered in there when they took the algebra class, the algebra 2 with second year algebra, I should say. Maybe they didn't cover that well. And I know that there are a lot of conditions with the pandemic, and just there are some learning challenges that happened. So the chapters there, I've got lessons for everything, videos and everything, and you could do the homework assignments. and get credit for it. Or if this is something you feel like you already know, I don't want to waste your time and frustrate you, you can take that chapter 1. There's an exam I made for it. It's 20 questions, 40 points. So it's worth the same as the homework is worth. And you could do both. You could take both, and then I have it set up where the higher score is one that stays in your grades. So that's an option for you there. And that takes a little bit of the pressure off covering everything else. Anyway, so it's worth the same amount as the homework. Okay, moving on. Exams are 4 multiple choice exams, so I don't count that chapter 1 thing. That's kind of a homework-ish type of an exam. The other real exams are the chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5 exams. There are 3 versions of each exam, and the best score counts towards the grade. That chapter 1 thing exam, there's 1 version of it, and you get 2 attempts. So, and it's multiple choice. You may take, so in terms of the chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5 exams, you may take 1 version or all 3 versions. You may not work with anyone else in these exams. So the highest attempt counts. You only get 1 attempt of each version, but the highest attempt counts. Discussions, you must provide at least 10 discussion postings on the discussion board. Postings must be substantive and not simply say, I agree. You can either ask a question from our material or you can answer a question. Your first discussion posting should be an introduction about yourself. There's a possible 100 points for the discussion grade. Let's see, homework. The homework is done on paper following the assignment sheet found in Canvas. So don't do the ones at the end of the paper lesson or the lesson notes I have. There's the actual assignment sheet. You'll work the problems and upload or a scan or photo of your work to the assignment link in Canvas. The problems assigned are the odd problems. This will allow you to check your work. If you just copy the answers from the back without showing supporting work, you will receive no credit. Homework is a learning process, not a quiz. Therefore, your work will be graded on completeness, not correctness. So I choose the odd ones intentionally. I know the answers in the back. That's why I chose the odd ones, to give you a chance to check your work and ask me questions if you didn't quite get the problem right. So that does not mean, and I just get a paper with just the answers written down. So if you do that, you're going to get 0 credit for that assignment. So don't do that. And I still get people who do that, and I don't know what they think they're doing or who they think they're fooling, but it's frustrating. Okay, moving on to quizzes. There'll be 11 quizzes in Canvas. The top 10 quizzes will count for the grade. There's a possible 100 points for the quiz grade. Syllabus quiz, in order to fulfill an attendance requirement, and since we are in an online class, there's a 5-question syllabus quiz due by Wednesday of the first week of classes. This quiz is worth 5 points. Students are expected to participate and keep pace, logging into Canvas on a regular basis. Students failing to keep pace or answer emails from the instructor for 2 or more weeks may be dropped from the course. Any departure from the attendance policy must be pre-approved by June 17th. Now, I do not automatically drop people. Do not assume you're going to be automatically dropped. If you need to drop the course or change to an audit or something, you need to take that action yourself. And telling me you want to drop the course doesn't drop it. You got to go through the process. Now, that being said, I don't want anyone to drop the course. I want you all to finish the course and be able to move on to your next academic goal. So please stick with it. If you have some challenges or we need to make some adjustments or you need to change the due date on a homework or an exam, please let me know. That's what I'm after here, is I want you to be able to succeed, and I know life gets in the way sometimes. Ethics statement: no cheating of any kind will be tolerated. Any student caught cheating, attempting to cheat, or assisting in the cheating of another student will be expelled from the class with a failing grade. Grade appeals can be made to Scott Morrison, and there's his email address. Disability statements: Western Nevada College is committed to providing reasonable accommodations for all persons with disabilities. This syllabus is available in alternate formats upon request. Students with disabilities, if you are seeking classroom accommodations under the Americans with Disabilities Act, you are required to register with the Disability Support Services, DSS. The DSS is located in Sector 209 of the Carson City campus. Phone or email 445-4459 or susan.trist@wc.edu. To receive academic accommodations for this class, please obtain the proper DSS forms and meet with me at the beginning of the semester. So, but if something changes during the term of the summer, and you need to say, okay, I figured out I have this disability and this accommodation, I'm very happy to work with you on that. I want to make sure everyone gets the best education they can get. COVID statement, even though we're an online class, I have to put the COVID statement in here. While the risk due to COVID-19 has diminished, it has not been eliminated. Western Nevada College recommends that students, faculty, and staff continue to observe. This is how you can tell it's not my writing, because I would have put a comma between faculty and the and, because that's how you write. Continue to observe good sense protocols in order to reduce risk of exposure to anyone who may be immune, compromised, elderly, or have other risk factors. That's interesting. They did the comma after the elderly before the or, but not between the faculty and staff. Okay, whatever. WC abides by Centers for Disease Control and Prevention of the State of Nevada and Nevada System of Higher Education guidelines. Okay, maybe that was intentional, because I'm seeing here they did the comma there. Maybe they're trying to look. Okay, enough analysis. So they're doing the face mask guidelines. There are no face covering requirements at this time. Hopefully it stays that way. It'd be really tough to be doing any kind of videos with face mask on. Haha. WC urges faculty, staff, and students to monitor for potential symptoms at all times and to seek testing if an exposure or symptoms have occurred. If any faculty, staff, or student has tested positive, please report the positive test result by completely filling out the form at, there's the address to do that. This will allow WC to perform a risk analysis. If you test positive, please do not come to campus. CDC guidelines and industry requirements may change any time, and this course may change to online delivery, which already is, in the interest of public health and safety during the semester. Okay. Here are some important dates. I wouldn't rely this is the final arbiter of the dates. I would just double check with the college, but I went through and looked at the dates and I'm pretty sure these are correct. Okay. And here's our tentative schedule. So that Wednesday, that's when I want that syllabus quiz done. But there's our schedule. We do have a holiday on the 4th of July. Yay. It's a great day. And here's what the quizzes cover. So quiz 1, 2, even if you want to skip the homework and do that test, you still have to do quizzes 1 and 2. And then there's 3, 4, the rest of it. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please contact me. I'm sure we'll be communicating quite a bit during the semester, and I look forward to that. So have a good day.